All right. So you try and make beats for prettifun, che, whatever, like ginseng, misugi, whatever. I'm about to give a breakdown to this beat and get straight into it. All right. So for the sounds, they're all like serum and hive and stuff, but I had to consolidate them because just because of my computer. But to go straight into it, you want to have like um wider synths and just kind of have like this constant rhythm, if that makes sense. But I'm into all these serum banks. Using like hyper pop type banks would be better for sound selection, but you can use whatever. And then you want to be in like higher BPM. I'm in 166, and this is the first chord progression I have. Just some like normal chord progression with notes like to kind of fill in space in between. So this is how I listen. I'm gonna have to like the consolidated part because yeah. And that is the progression for each of these. And again, I'm just in like these little synth, like grungy, hyperpop-esque, like those type of serum banks, and I'm just getting these synths that all will sound good when layered with that sound. And this is how they all sound. And then playing them all together, they sound like this. So it just kind of gives it that like ginseng type of feel to everything. And for the next two sounds, they're both layered on each other and are there these very stabby wide chords that have chord on them just to kind of give them like ear candy for the background of the beat. Doing a lot of ear candy in these type of beats to just help out with like the overall aesthetic and the whole overall feel, and for a lot of white noise that help distort the beat really well, like at the end. Yeah. Next, I have this pluck sound that I also grabbed out of Serum, and it's just this lead that plays like this. Because I consolidated, it has like that background noise, but that doesn't really like you don't really hear that in the final beat. Then next I went into Hive and I grabbed this like arpeggiating type sound and laid this down. Or the same chords as the first, and these just come in like every so often in the beat to kind of give it more accent and just give the melody more life. And I also added this one. So second to lastly, I went back into Serum and I grabbed this lead that plays like a descending melody, kind of, if I can find where it's at. And then the last sound that I grabbed is these more like stabby chords, if I'm correct. And this is how they sound. And obviously the special part about that is like what it does at the end. And that was just in the preset that I found. It wasn't anything that I'd done like that I did myself special. But yeah, the full melody all together sounds like this. Really just it's just more of like those futuristic ginseng type melodies. I don't really know how to explain that. And I did like pitch up a lot from the normal sound and like mess around with effects on everything just to kind of give it more like ear candy to how it would normally sound. So with the drums, I'm straight out of the ginseng trauma kit that just dropped, and I'll play with full drums and then go into like each sound. So that's pretty much it. It's nothing crazy. Obviously this 808, which I have it really low because I didn't want it like all the way this high and not really distorting everything. So I have it down here distorting everything, and it just kind of plays this catchy repetitive rhythm throughout the entire beat. Same with the clap in the 808. Same with the clap in the hi-hat, just a normal four claps right there, and then hi-hat all the way through, two-step hi-hat all the way through. The open hat plays every four, which is also just something normal, and then this other open hat plays um right there. So these are how the open hat sounds, or how the open hats sound. And again, they're in the background, so they're kind of like just helping distort the overall feel for the beat. And then lastly, in the snare that just plays right there. So everything kind of sounds good on top of each other. And then I have these two just effects. This one plays at the start, and this one plays right here. And yeah, they just give like some more accent to the start of the beat, start of the four, or to start of the four bars, before eventually leading into the next. And the entire beat, really, like, to give advice on these beats, you just want stabbier chords and just a lot of ear candy to help distort everything in the end and just sound good to the listener overall. And yeah, it's kind of hard to give space to artists, but I didn't really do too much with the melody. There is a lot of layering, but when you look at it, it's just the same like chords over and over again, so it's not really too like crowded onto each other, if that makes sense. And yeah, really simple beat once you like get down to everything. It's just building the chords and having like everything sound good together. Yeah, that's how I personally make like the ginseng beats. I know they have prods that do like way crazier things and all that, but if you wanted to keep it like simple for beginners, then this is how I would advise you to make your beats.